Good morning and welcome in, or whatever time of the day it is as you're joining us. My name is Helen Jennings. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator and I am based here in the UK, and it is a delight to welcome you on to do some crafting with me. I come in normally twice a week. I've been missing in action for a couple of weeks, what with the long Easter bank holiday and other things going on. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been here, so it's lovely to be back and to be crafting with you. So do come on and say hello, whether you are watching live or whether you are catching up. It would be lovely to see you and to chat with you on this Monday morning. As I say, you might be watching this on catch up and it might not be Monday morning, or indeed you might be elsewhere in the world and it might not be Monday morning for you either. So whatever time of day it is, it's lovely to have you here and to have you along with us and to do some crafting today. I'm just fiddling around in the background, adding something in. There we go. Let me bring up some of my slides and things. So let me first of all introduce myself a little bit more. This is me, Love-a-Duckie, and my website is loveaduckie.co.uk, and over there you'll find all manner of things, blog posts, links to shops, downloads, classes. We're getting to the end of the classes that are currently listed there, but I am busy working now. I have a new catalogue in my hands. I'm busy working and working towards what classes we're going to be doing between now and sort of the end of the summer for this next little period of time. So they will gradually be added up as the sort of week goes on, hopefully. I'll be adding some detail into what those classes are going to be. So do keep an eye out for those if you are local to me here in the Northamptonshire area and would like to join me for some in-person classes, or indeed if you are in the UK and would like some classes in the post or via Zoom, do get in touch and we'll let you know what is coming up. So that is me, and that is where you'll find my hub, where you'll find all my details over on my website, and also wherever you're looking for me on social media, then do look out for Love-a-Duckie, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest. That is where I post any content under the name of Love-a-Duckie, so do check out that. As I say, upcoming classes are sort of the last few remaining ones up until the end of April, very beginning of May. We have a stamp stack tomorrow with the silly goose. I'm cutting that class later today, so if you would still like to come and join us tomorrow to make some 6 cards, 2 each 3 different designs using the fun silly goose stamp set, then do let me know and I can cut you a kit as well. That is tomorrow. The end of the month we have a technique class and we're going to do a 1 sheet wonder using the sea turtle set. And then very beginning of May, make one take one kit is going to be using the sweet citrus bundle or the Brood for You bundle. We have those 2 bundles that we're going to be using for our make one take one kit. And the only other class that I've got to show you at the moment is Saturday Stampers. Now this normally happens the first Saturday of the month, but obviously the first Saturday of May is actually the coronation. So it's coronation weekend. So we're not having a class that weekend. So I've actually brought the class forward to the very last Saturday of April, the 29th of April. And we're going to be having some fun with all creatures great and small. And we're going to be playing with one of the bundles that we're going to be using at that class today. So if you'd like to come and join us for that Saturday Stampers class on the 29th of April, do let me know. It'd be lovely to have you. As I've said, I have got my copy of the annual catalogue. If you would like a copy and you live here in the UK and you don't think you're already going to be on my list, do reach out. Or if you go to my website to request a catalogue, then loveaduckie.co.uk /request a catalogue request hyphen catalogue, then you will be able to request a catalogue from me, and I will get one of those in the post to you once I have them all here and organised. So do let me know if you would like a copy of the catalogue. Have we done everything? We've done upcoming classes, we've done requesting catalogues, and we've done introductions to me. So I think that's about all of that we need to do. So do head over and find all of those things and sort those out. I'm just popping up there for you again my website and also the host code for April. So if you are placing an order with me, do use that host code, and then I can make sure to send you some extra goodies at the end of the month. So let me come back to comments and see if we have any comments there. No, not yet. Do pop on and say hello if you are joining us live. Right, so what are we going to play with today? So we're going to play with the stamp set yet. As of yet, as you can see, if I bring in my forward downward facing camera, you can see that this stamp set is as yet untouched. That is looking quite fuzzy, isn't it? Why are you looking so fuzzy? I'm not sure. So yes, so this is the stamp set we're going to be playing. It's called Rhino Ready, and it is a stamp and die bundle. So you get this fun cling mount red rubber stamp with these cute rhino images. We've got one sitting down, one who looks like he's trotting along with a little bird on his back, and one who's facing the camera for a smile just there. You've got some grass, you've got a blowy thing, you've got some nice sentiments in there. You're built tough, hello friend, you're stronger than you think, it's a great day, hope your birthday is wild. So those are the stamps in the set. And then dies, you've obviously got the dies that are going to cut out your rhinos. So there they are. You've got 1, 2, 3 rhino dies. You've got a stamp that a die that this little bird is obviously going to be cut out along with that rhino. Good if that was to cut that little bird out. Yes, it is, just like that. You've actually got 2 of those. So if you'd stamped more than one bird, you can cut more than one out at the same time. You've got a little party hat. You've got a die for your blower. You've got some big leaves. Then you've got these trees here, and like this bit of a branch just here. And then you've got these pieces. Now these pieces you could use for ground, you could use for clouds, but they also will add on to your trees to make some cool tree elements that you can build up a little bit like that. You've got a die for your grasses just there. So lots of elements that we can have some fun with. Let's just pop these back onto our magnetic sheet for now. I do purchase these magnetic sheets to keep my dies on, just so that it helps to keep them in place a little bit. I'm going to bring in a deckled rectangle. We might use a couple of deckled rectangles. I want this little city down dinosaur. I think that's deckled rectangle for him. We'll perhaps have another deckled rectangle to come in the background. I'm not sure what colour yet. We'll decide in a minute. And then we'll have a card front and we'll decide what that is once we've had a bit of a play. So I'm going to cut myself this deckled rectangle first. Let's have a little look here. Some basic white card. Let's cut out deckled rectangle. Now, run this through. Although some of the rectangles, the stitched rectangles, are actually retiring with this catalogue, but the deckled rectangles are going to be carrying on. So we're still going to be able to have a bit of deckling, if that's such a word. Let me just move those rhinoed onto my magnetic sheet so we don't lose them. I'm going to bring in, I've got some soft sea foam, some Daffodil Delight, some Petal Pink and some Fresh Freesia. These are all colours that are going to be available in the new catalogue. You might have noticed that Fresh Freesia is one of the in colours that would normally be outgoing, would normally retire, but the Fresh Freesia is being kept. So that is going to go from being an in colour to becoming one of the colours in the Subtles collection. So we are hanging on to our Fresh Freesia, a really pretty colour. I'm going to take some soft sea foam to start with, a blending brush. Just give this a rub. Pick up some soft sea foam. I'm going to bring this in along the bottom here. There we go. I'm going to reach now for my Daffodil Delight. Add in some Daffodil Delight across here. Bring that in down there with the soft sea foam. Then I'm going to take some, excuse me, knocking stand. I'm going to take some Petal Pink. And bring that in across here. Blending these colours together. Reaching that nearly to the top, but not quite. Let's just pop the lids down on some of these. And then I'm going to bring in Fresh Freesia. I'm going to have that across the top here. There we go. So we have sort of ombre sunsetty effect coming down here. Move these brushes to one side for a moment. Bring in another little bit of basic white, because we need to stamp our little rhino, and I want the sitting down rhino. So let's pop him out. Let me find my sticky sheet. I always go to the wrong side first. And we will just take our backings off the sheet, backings off our stamp. Let's line that up. We will lift him off and find ourselves a block to pop him on. Bring in Memento ink. Oh, we've got a little birdie die there. How did he escape? Right, to grab some stamping blends. Excuse me for knocking you. Go with Petal Pink. dark grey granite. May bring in a little bit of the ivory colour, we'll see. Going for grey granite as a sort of quite nice grey brown rhino type colour. That might come in first. Might come in with the ivory. That seems quite an appropriate colour for his tusk just here. Bring in some petal pink for toenails. Look, he's had a bit of a manicure. Let's give him a little bit of pink cheekies, and that's a bit of pink around that bottom mouth area. Bring in the dark grey granite. And where we have this shading, sort of rhino wrinkles. Bring that in around here. Then I'm going to come in with the light grey granite. Just lay down a base of colour, and then I'll come in with the other end. Let's blend that out a bit. And carry on along here, just blending out these lines of colour. There he goes. Let's do his tail. I think I can just do his tail in light grey granite. Isn't he cute? There's our little rhino. Let's just cut him out, and then we'll decide what else we need to go with him. My die with my image. Here he is, sitting against that bright background. Now, let's have a tree in the background. Let's make the trunk. I want him. Now we are losing soft suede as a colour in the colour refresh. We've got some nice browns coming in. I think I'm going to go with a bit of, I'm going to go dark, I think. And then, oh, no, other way round, trunk. For the tops on the leaves. Just rummage down here. To bring in some of these. I'm going to cut a couple. See how we feel after that. Let's have our trunk, and then let's have our tree pieces. We'll have a bit of a play with those in a minute and get those how we would like them to look. I think I might possibly come in with a bit of grass as well. So let's find our grass stamp just here. Take the back off our stamp. There it is. I'm going to pop my rhino off of there. Pop my grass on there. And I think we'll come in. Decisions. Granny apple green. We're going to keep it. Pretty brighter colours, I think. And I think we'll have just stamp about 3 of these to bring in my green blending brush. Let's just add a tickle of green over the top. And then we'll die cut those. Oh, I would if I'd have taken my die cutting plates with me. There we go. Run those through. Number 1. Number 2. We need another one. whether he's being wobbly. There we go, got you. The dye back on there. There's number 3. Right. Let's have some grass across the back of him. I'm going to bring in my scissors, sort of snip this so that that can he's peeping out for some grass. We've got a tree. Okay, we'll come back to putting him together in just a moment. Let's bring in our larger deckled edge rectangle. Now, do we want to go Daffodil Delight? Get a bit of petal pink. Excuse me. I think we'll go petal pink, and then we might come in with the soft seafoam card base. We'll see in a minute. Let's just cut our petal pink piece. Is that big enough for that? Not quite, just a smidge too narrow. That one's perfect. Right, we'll use up that bit then. Obviously, we could have been going really down the greys sort of route. Could make this quite metallic-y. Could have been bringing in some of those papers from the motorbike bundle that we used last time I did a live. Not sure whether I want a completely card base or whether I would like it. I might just make this a green mat. Let me cut this down to 10 by 14.4. Oh, for some reason, still got that little bit. And let's start to build this up. So I think I'm going to start by sticking our blended deckled rectangle onto our petal pink deckled background. Let's bring in some this grass. Across the bottom here. going to bring in some dimensionals. I'm going to bring our little rhino up on some dimensionals. So as I say, this is one of the online exclusive sets, and these you're not going to find in a printed publication. You will only find them in the online store. That doesn't mean that you can't, still contact me and say, please can you order me, or I can tell you how to give you numbers and things, how to go about ordering if you struggle with getting onto the online store. But it is just like any other online shopping, really. You just add things to your basket and then just pay at the checkout, just checking that I'm there as your listed demonstrator if you're shopping with me. And you do have the option to put in the host code, which is what you'll see at the bottom of the screen just there. And make a note of that. Now, I want his tail sticking out from behind that grass. I think I do. I've got a double layer of grass there. I'm going to pop this tree coming in on the back here. Stick that in place. And then, how do we want these to go? Do we want them to go? I think so. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this bit. Have that coming across there, and then this bit I'm going to pop some multi-purpose adhesive on, and we'll have that sort of peeping out from behind there. Let's get rid of you. We don't want you in our grass. And out. Wondering if I want some the grey granite twine. Let's decide on our sentiment first, I think. Then we can decide what we want to go where. You're built tough. It's a great day. You're stronger than you think. Hope your birthday is wild. Hello, friend. We have it's a great day. I think we'll have that coming up down there. That's fine. It's a great day. I will use an espresso because that's what we've used for our tree trunk. Let's find a strip of white. Now, let's come in with our scissors. I'm going to snip the end across. And we'll come top of bottom there. Do I want to come in with some fresh freesia, I think. That's yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I've just tickled a bit around the top edge. And again, I think we'll use some dimensionals on that. There they are. I'm not sure where the sheet's gone that I was using. There it is. And lift that up. Let's stick this to this. One thing with the deckled rectangles is because they're not sort of straight edged. You need a little bit of playing just to get them so that they feel straight on the card. Let's just line that up. We'll add these on. Bring that in across there. Morning, Lisa. Oh, tell me about it. I think I feel as if I'm always losing track of time. Just wondering what embellishments to have on here. Trying to pick ones that are staying with us rather than ones that are retiring. Might come in with some good old iridescent rhinestones because they do beautifully pick up whatever colours you are using. Let's have, oh, stuck to my finger. Let's have a couple up there and one down there. So I think some places in the world, these rhinos have already sold out, but we still have them here in the UK. So do check out your, wherever you are in the world, check out your local online store for your own demonstrator. But here in the English version, here in the UK, is absolutely still available. I'm not sure about other European languages. I must admit, I didn't check that out. Let's have a little bit of grey granite twine on there. Snip. Leave them fairly long tails. I might need to come on and shorten those a little bit. We'll see. Pick up a glue dot. add that on there. So there's a fun little rhino card, pretty pastel-y colours with that sort of on that sunsetty sort of background. I've got him sitting in some grass where we built up grass on the bottom for a double layer so that he appears to be peeping out from the grass with the tree in the background. So it's a great day. It certainly is. My heater's not on. No, I think it's only my internal heating that is raving at the moment. I think the heater itself is not on. Just check that it wasn't on by accident. Right, so as I say, all of those colours we're going to find in the new catalogue. So Fresh Freesia is carrying over, is staying, so it's not retiring as an in colour, it's just moving over to the Subtles collection. We've got Petal Pink, we've got Soft Sea Foam, and we've got some Daffodil Delight. We have got a beautiful new yellow coming. I'm really quite excited about. It's called Lemon Lolly, I think. But yeah, rather beautiful. But let's have a play with another rhino card. Let's have a look at one of these other rhinos. I think I want to use this one, who appears to be very proudly trotting along with his little birdie friend on his back. So let's bring in him. And I'm going to use him with some papers that are retiring. But obviously, you can always have a play with what papers you've got in your stash. Just because they are retiring, for me, it doesn't mean that you don't get to carry on using them and playing with them. I think I might bring in so that Something Fancy dies. These dies are also going to be carrying over. They're going to be in the new catalogue. And the papers I've got are the Awash with Beauty papers, which we're going to need that die in a minute. Excuse me one moment. I've got a bit of a landslide going on here with all the colour cardstock and things I've had out and used for that project. Let's just move some of that to one side for a moment. So the Awash with Beauty papers, as you can see, they've got these really gorgeous florally images on one side, but then on the reverse are these really quite nice generic patterns that make great backgrounds. And that is what I think we're going to play with. Now, I've not yet decided whether I want it to go portrait or landscape, so I might hang on a minute. So I think I'm going to have a piece of Mossy Meadow in the background, and then we'll have a piece of this, I'm not sure it's Granny Apple Green or Parakeet Party. It's Granny Apple Green. Yes, it is. Slightly darker than the Parakeet Party. But I think that paper would actually work very well with the Parakeet Party. So we've got those two colours there, so Mossy Meadow, and then we've got these Balmy Blue pieces. Now I actually want to cut some labels from the Balmy Blue. Shall we go for one of each size? Might bring them down here actually, then like that. Put this paper up there. I'm going to run these 3 labels through here. these three label dies back for a moment. Got 1, 2, 3. Now let's have a bit of a play. Do I want them to come down a card front? Or would I like them to be more of a cross a card front? I think I might go across. So let's cut our paper to make a landscape card. I'm going to cut the mossy meadow, which is 10 by 14.4. I'm going to cut this, so let's go 8 by 12.4. So that will give us a centimetre on each side round there. Might only want the 2. We'll see. Let's come in with our rhino to start with. I'm going to stamp him and colour him in. A long piece just here. He should work quite nicely. Stamp him again in Memento. Obviously you could choose other colouring mediums. You could go for stamping white markers, watercolour pencils, and you could stamp a rhino onto watercolour paper, watercolour him in. You could stamp him onto coloured card. That's just paper pieces horn on. But there he is. There's our little rhino. So I'm going to take a long strip of white. I'm going to stamp. I'm going to go with the "You're Stronger Than You Think." Take that off. And bring that along. I can always trim that off bits that I don't want. I'm going to trim that down in a minute. Let's come in with our stamping white markers. We've got our petal pink, our ivory here. Let's give him a ivory tusk just here. I'll come in with light petal pink on his toes. in some dark grey granite. Just add some dark grey granite around this edge. I think we'll go dark grey granite on his tail this time. Had a collapse of ink pads. Across his tummy. And to come in with dark pepper pink, let's sort of just bring around that mouth area and a bit where we think some cheeks might be. I don't know whether rhinos have rosy cheeks. Just laying down some colour. And again, I'll swap this around and bring in that bullet point. And then we can blend out where those there's a dark colour around the edge comes in. And meets the lighter colour. Just work that with that bullet point. There he goes. Ooh, what colour shall we have for our little bird? Might give him a bit of a pixel coral. Beak. Sorry, beating you up again. Decisions. I might come in with some Orchid Oasis, perhaps. Let's make him a little blue bird. Okay, so we've got our die here to cut him out with. Now what I might do is come in with some balmy blue and just come around the edge of here because he's going to be sitting on some balmy blue paper. blends quite nicely into the background there now. Let me trim this down a little bit. Just lining up the words with take that so it goes all the way across and snip it off just here. This is still a little wonky. Okay. Yeah, I might snip it off so it just sits in there, and then he can sit in there quite nicely. Like that. So let me stick this onto here. Like that. And have this coming in. This glue is very nearly run out completely. Have this coming in just here. This one actually I might want to stick underneath. So let's pop that in before this completely dries. And have that like that. And this strip here. We'll have coming across here. And then we will snip that off on this end. Just there. So we'll have this little guy coming in here on some dimensionals. Underneath the little bird just there. him strutting his stuff across there. Come back to the dies. I think we might have some of these little leaves up here. And we might almost also have another little bird, or possibly two. So let's grab some memento. Let's bring in the Calypso Cobble and the Orchid Oasis. We'll go with birds of the same species. So I think we'll use a little bit of our designer series paper to cut some leaves out. And then we have two little dies that we can use for our birds. 1, 2. So let's do those. Line up one of the birds. They are very tiny. I'm just going to bring in some low tack tape to keep those in place. There they go. Just going to do another leaf. We might need more, but we'll see how we go with 3. These are beautiful leaves. Sort of lots of detail on them as well as let's pop out. Oh, that one moved a bit. Let's bring in some scissors and just snip it around a little bit. We'll see if we can't just tuck him in a little bit. So let's stick these leaves in place. So obviously I've cut them from DSP, so they've got bright flowers on the reverse. But even that looks quite pretty, doesn't it? That's not for this project. Have this little guy. Sitting up in the middle. Tuck him. Came out a little wildly. Let's take off that excess glue. Him tucking out there. And him peep him out just there. That is decidedly wonky on the back there. My goodness me. Not sure that we're going to get that off now. We might have to do a bit of trimming around the edge just to try and make that. A little more. No, it's still not quite. I've got my wonky eyes on when I did that. Right, that's there. That's better. Now let's use that as our guide. Come around the edge. Everywhere else. And straighten that up a bit. Oh my goodness me. That's better. Okay. Stick that on there. Really shaking that bottle to get the last out. Right, let me grab my pretties. Come here, my pretties. I'm thinking glossy dots. Set of glossy dots there and a big one at the end here. That's a slightly smaller one. Oh, come here. Just want you to come up a little bit about there. Stronger than you think. not sure if that doesn't want something else. I'm just pondering on that. I'm not sure what. Just a quick. Flick through things. Oh, decisions. What, if anything, do I want to add to that? I'm not sure. That's what I want. Let me just see. Just going to cut off those snippy bits. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's what I want at all. I think I'm just going to grab my mossy meadow. Are you going to give me some splatters? Say no, not if I can help it. There we go. That's better. Let's give it some splatters. I think it just needs something on that top and that bottom. Ooh, he's rather nicely splattered now. Let's just take our pen in. And just blend some of that splatter out a little bit so it's not quite so in your face. There we go. Okay, that's a bit better. Just needed something top and bottom. Right, so we have You're Stronger Than You Think, and It's a Great Day. So we've got two cards, very different colourways. one very pastely pinky, and the other one more greens and blues. But just playing with, so this is one of the online exclusive sets, the Rhino Ready stamp set and coordinating dies that you can get on the online store while stocks last. So do grab yours now while they're still available. Let me find my cursor on my mouse. I'm feeling very warm today. Sun is shining. I think I need to perhaps crack open a window or a door for a moment. Who thought we were going to get to the point that we were going to say that? But thank you for joining us. It's been lovely to be here with you. Do check out, as I say, my website. Do check out Pinterest and YouTube and all of those sorts of things. Do come back to me with any questions you may have, and do come back and join us again very soon for some more crafting. So take care, and I'll see you very soon.